Welcome to Story Planet, where every tale is a journey, and each moment is a step into a world of calm, cozy adventures. Here, we believe that stories are not just about words on a page. They are about the warmth that fills your heart, the peace that settles your mind, and the dreams that carry you into the night. So, settle in, relax, and let the gentle rhythm of the story carry you away to a place where time slows down, and every detail is a whisper of comfort. Tonight, we bring you the soothing tale of a fisherman's peaceful life by the sea, a reminder that solitude can be a beautiful companion and that there is joy to be found in the quiet moments of life. The Fisherman's Tale, A Peaceful Life by the Sea. On the far edge of the world, where the land meets the vastness of the ocean, lies a small secluded village called Driftwood Bay. Time moves at a different pace here, guided by the rise and fall of the tides and the ever-changing moods of the sea. In this quiet village, nestled among rocky cliffs and calm coves, lives a fisherman named Finn. His life is a simple one, woven with the rhythm of the waves, and filled with the quiet contentment that comes from embracing the solitude of the sea. The Morning Ritual. Each day begins in the early hours before dawn, when the world is still bathed in the soft blue light of pre-dawn. Finn's cottage, perched at the edge of the village where the land slips into the sea, is a sturdy structure built from stone and thatch. The salty air, heavy with the scent of the ocean, greets him as he steps outside, taking in the first whispers of the morning breeze. The waves gently lap against the rocky shore nearby, a sound that lulls the village to sleep each night and wakes it each morning. Inside the cottage, the fire that Finn lit the night before still smolders in the hearth, its warmth a quiet reminder of home. The walls are lined with books, their pages worn and softened by years of handling, and the wooden table in the center of the room bears the marks of countless meals and conversations. On the windowsill, a collection of seashells catches the first light of dawn, their surfaces polished smooth by the relentless caress of the waves. Finn's morning routine is a simple but cherished ritual. He rekindles the fire, sets a kettle of water to boil, and steps outside to breathe in the crisp morning air. The village is still asleep, and the only sounds are the distant cries of seabirds and the gentle rustling of the wind through the trees. The sea stretches out before him, a vast expanse of blue that seems to merge with the sky at the horizon. In these moments, Finn feels at peace, as if the world is holding its breath, waiting for the day to begin. When the water is ready, Finn returns to his cottage and brews a pot of tea. He takes his time with breakfast, savouring thick slices of bread spread with butter and honey, alongside a small wedge of cheese. The tea is strong and warming, its steam curling up from the mug in lazy spirals. As he eats, Finn allows his thoughts to drift, thinking of the day ahead and the simple pleasures it will bring. The call of the sea. The sea has always been a part of Finn's life, His father and grandfather were fishermen before him, and he has inherited their love for the ocean and the quiet solitude it offers. His small boat, the Sea Sprite, is moored in a sheltered cove just beyond the village. It's a sturdy vessel, weathered by years of sun and salt, with a single mast and a small cabin where Finn stores his gear. The boat is perfect for navigating the calm waters near the shore, where the best fishing spots are found. As the sun rises, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, Finn prepares for the day's work. He packs a simple lunch, some bread, smoked fish, a handful of apples, and a flask of tea, and sets out for the shore. Though his cottage has a direct path to the sea, Finn often prefers to walk through the village. The longer route allows him to greet the familiar faces of his neighbors, exchanging a few words of friendship before he embarks on his solitary journey. The villagers know him well, and they appreciate his quiet presence, knowing that he is as constant as the tides that shape their lives. At the shore, Finn carefully loads his boat with the day's supplies, checking his nets and lines with the practiced eye of someone who has spent a lifetime at sea. The water is calm this morning, the surface smooth and reflective, broken only by the occasional ripple of a fish beneath. As he sails out of the cove, the village gradually recedes, leaving behind the familiar sounds of daily life. Now there is only the open sea before him, a vast and endless world that holds both peace and mystery. Finn casts his nets with the ease of long practice, his hands moving almost automatically. The sea is generous today, and before long the nets are heavy with fish. Mackerel, flounder, and haddock shimmer in the sunlight as Finn hauls them aboard. The weight of the catch a reassuring reminder that nature provides what is needed. There is a deep satisfaction in this work, a feeling of being connected to something ancient and enduring. The evening return. As the day comes to an end, Finn turns his boat back toward Driftwood Bay, the sun dipping low on the horizon. The sky is ablaze with color, the clouds tinged with the warm glow of the setting sun. Finn's boat, now heavy with the day's catch, glides smoothly across the water, heading for the familiar shores of home. When he reaches the shore, he unloads his boat and begins the walk back to his cottage through the village. The villagers eagerly await Finn's return, gathering near their doorways or by the path, their eyes searching for the sight of his boat. As he walks through the village, Finn exchanges warm greetings with his neighbors, sharing a few stories about the sea, the playful dolphins he spotted, or the beautiful sunrise he witnessed that morning. The villagers, in turn, share their own tales, the latest gossip, the progress of their gardens, or the simple joys of daily life. After these exchanges, Finn generously delivers fish to the villagers, keeping just enough for himself. The people of Driftwood Bay rely on Finn for their fish, and he takes pride in providing for them. In return, they share their own goods: fresh eggs, vegetables from their gardens, jars of homemade preserves, and occasionally a warm loaf of bread just out of the oven. The exchanges are not just about sustenance, but about community, a tradition of care and reciprocity that has endured for generations. As Finn continues his walk home, he feels the contentment that comes from knowing he is part of something larger, a close-knit village where everyone contributes and no one is left wanting. Nature's embrace. After his walk through the village, Finn returns to his cottage where the comforts of home await. He takes his time preparing a pot of tea and a simple snack, perhaps a slice of the fresh bread he received from a neighbor, spread with homemade jam, or a few of the ripe apples he picked up in exchange for fish. With his tea and snack in hand, Finn steps outside to the small, rocky outcrop just beyond his cottage, where he often sits to watch the sunset. The sky transforms into a canvas of oranges, pinks, and purples, reflected in the calm waters of the bay. Finn savors the moment, breathing in the cool evening air as the day gently fades into night. Once the sun has set, Finn heads back inside to prepare his dinner. He takes pleasure in the simple act of cooking, enjoying the process as much as the meal itself. Tonight, it's a dish of freshly caught fish, seasoned with herbs from his small garden, accompanied by roasted potatoes and a handful of wild greens he foraged earlier in the week. As the fish sizzles in the pan, the cozy scent fills the cottage, mingling with the lingering aroma of the evening's tea. When the meal is ready, Finn sits down at his wooden table, relishing each bite with the contentment of someone who knows the true value of a home-cooked meal. After dinner, if the night is clear, Finn enjoys spending time outside his cottage, watching the stars appear one by one in the darkening sky. Sometimes he builds a small fire, its crackling flames providing warmth and light as he gazes up at the constellations. The stars hold a special meaning for Finn, reminders of the stories his father used to tell him, stories of ancient sailors and mythical creatures that have guided seafarers for centuries. With a cup of tea in hand, he hums an old sea shanty, a melody that carries memories of a life well lived and connections that span generations. On nights when the weather is mild, Finn sometimes falls asleep under the stars, wrapped in a blanket, the sound of the sea lulling him into a deep and peaceful slumber. Home and hearth. Finn's cottage is more than just a place to live. It is a reflection of his life and his values. The walls are adorned with mementos of his years on the sea, weathered maps, old fishing gear, and a collection of seashells he has gathered over the years. There are books on the shelves, too, though they are mostly practical volumes. Guides to fishing, books on the local wildlife, and a few well-thumbed novels that Finn reads by the fire on long winter nights. The hearth is the heart of the cottage, a place where warmth and light come together to create a sense of home. The fire is always burning, its flames dancing and flickering, casting a golden glow over the room. It is here that Finn spends his evenings, a mug of tea in hand, his thoughts drifting like the smoke rising from the chimney. Sometimes he listens to the wind as it howls outside, or the rain as it patters against the windows. Other times he simply sits in silence, content in the knowledge that he is exactly where he is meant to be. Finn's bed is a simple affair, covered with a thick quilt that keeps out the chill of the night. The quilt was made from patches sewn from scraps of old clothes, each piece telling a story of days gone by. As he settles under its weight, he finds comfort not in the presence of others, but in the quiet solitude that fills his home. For Finn, loneliness is not something to be feared. It is a gentle companion, a time to reflect and savor the stillness. As he drifts off to sleep, the sounds of the sea in his ears, he feels a deep sense of peace, knowing that his lovely loneliness is a different kind of joy, one that allows him to be completely at ease with himself and the world around him. Thank you for joining us on this tranquil journey through the life of Finn, the fisherman of Driftwood Bay. We hope that his story has brought you a sense of peace and comfort, reminding you that solitude can be a beautiful companion, and that there is joy to be found in the quiet moments of life. At Story Planet, we believe that every story has the power to touch hearts and calm minds, and we're grateful to have shared this one with you. If you felt a connection with Finn's peaceful life and the gentle rhythms of Driftwood Bay, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you stories that warm the heart and soothe the soul. Until next time, may your nights be peaceful, your dreams sweet, and your heart filled with warmth